Look at this turmeric. This is just my second year of growing turmeric, and I'm so pleased with how it's grown. It's much bigger than it grew last year. And I'm very anxious to see what's going to be under the ground when it's time to dig it up. Good morning, everyone. Judy here at URE Farm. Welcome to our farm today. We are in the third week of October now, and we have a beautiful day today. You can see we've had some frost that has damaged our turmeric leaves, and so today I'm very anxious to dig up one and see how we did this year. But before I do that, I want to take you back and show you how we got to this point with the turmeric. This is only my second year growing it, and I am pleased with what I see above the ground, but I'm anxious to see what's in the ground now. So let's get started. Now I've got 3 yogurt cartons here, and I've made holes in the bottom so this can drain and water won't stand in the bottom. And I'm going to put pieces of turmeric in there. Then I'll take this into our house where our plant shelf is with the fluorescent lights on it. And the heat mat. And I'll see if I can get those started early in there, and then move them to the garden later, and hopefully it will have a longer growing season and it can grow bigger and better next year. This is the turmeric that I brought into the kitchen. Now this plant did not produce a very good harvest compared to the one I had last fall. But still it's good because it's given me something to work with, to learn from. So this is what I, like I said, brought into the kitchen after I planted 3 hills in the garden and planted 3 pots that I set at my heat mat under the fluorescent lights. Well, I'm new at this, so I'm not sure what to expect. And it seems to be very much stuck in the ground. Got some Bermuda grass growing here in our way. Okay, well, I don't see much of anything yet. Now, this is one of the plants that I started in the house under some grow lights in March. And I know turmeric needs a long growing season. And this, I hope to grow it again this coming year and get it started earlier in the house. Okay, there you go. There's some turmeric. Not sure what's the best way to go about this, so I'll just learn as I go. gonna chop it up. Okay, there's some. Well, that looks nice. Well, I just got into an ant hill and I had to take a minute to get the ants off of me. Not sure how I'm supposed to deal with that. There you go. It's got some nice yellow color. There's another ant. My goodness. Okay, we're going to take a minute and move this over, and maybe I can get out of the ants. Here's a nice piece. And there's another one. Oh, got an ant there. You saw my video that I did previously on the fall garden. You know that we have problems with lots of ants here. Oh, that was really nice. Wow. I'm pleased with this. Next year, like I said, I hope to start even earlier in the house. So I hope the harvest will be even better next year. There's a nice one. There's a nice one. I think I probably should have started in maybe January in the house instead of March. But still, I think this is good. I think I still have an ant under my pants leg. Okay. I am very pleased with this. Just to be my second year, and I had never known I could even grow turmeric here until last year. And they tell us it is such a benefit for our health. Okay, I think that's pretty much got that. I think I'm going to put one of these back in the ground that has the roots on it and leave it to grow for next year. And I think that will work because I did that with a couple that I had last year. That looks like a good one. Now I'm going to add a bucket of compost to this and stir that in some. And I'm going to stick this back in the ground and just see what it can do. That way I can learn. As long as we're living, we're learning. Now this is one of the plants that I started in the garden. I did not grow it at all in the house. I just let it overwinter here and then took out most of it and left part of it to regrow. So I want to see how that compares to the one we just dug up that I started in the house. I don't think there's quite as much as there was on the other plant though. So I think it benefits to get them started early in the house for sure. But we still have some nice turmeric. Let's take it out here where we might be able to see better. Well, I don't think that's bad for something that just grew in the garden that we didn't have to start in the house. That's a pretty good harvest. Much better than I got last year. I think I'll put this one back in the soil to grow for next year. Now I want you to see the comparison. This is the plant that I started in March in the house, so it had a longer growing season in the warm conditions. This is the harvest from the plant that would just grew outside all the time. So you can see there's quite a difference in the two harvests. It's easy to see that a longer growing season can make quite a bit of difference. So I hope next year, when I can hopefully get started in January or February, that I'll have even a better harvest. Okay, I have two more plants here that I started in the house in March, and I have two more on this side that I just started in the garden that I overwintered last winter and then left part of the root there to grow. And so my experience last winter was that all these overwintered very well in the garden. So I intend to leave these for now, let them overwinter, dig them up maybe in probably in January to start replanting some in the house to get an earlier start for next year, which should make even better harvest. So it's interesting and I'm enjoying this and I'm learning. Always like to learn new things. So if you have any experiences, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. So that's all I have for you today, and I hope you have a great day.